Hello, Captains, and welcome to Star Trek Online. I am your host, the Doctor / Borg Drone. Welcome to my channel, Just Trek. Okay, so I am at Starfleet Academy. It is the Discovery era. I'm on a new character you've never seen before. Why is all this happening? Where am I? What's going on? What the heck? Okay, well, let me explain. I have created a new DSC Starfleet Faction character. That is the Discovery era faction in Star Trek Online. I have created a new character. She is a female. She is an engineering officer. And we are at the Academy, Starfleet Academy in San Francisco. And this is the Discovery era. This is not the 25th century Star Trek Online. This is not the 2409 Federation faction. This is what Cryptic calls the DSC Starfleet Faction. Why am I on this faction? Well, here is why. I have a different character on the DSC Starfleet Faction called Mirror Ricky. You might have seen his playthrough. If not, I'll put a link in the top right corner. I have played through the Discovery era on that character. Did a whole playthrough when this launched in the game, when they launched Age of Discovery. Okay? But he is now in the 25th century. You see, what happens is at the end of the DSC Starfleet faction, which at the time was literally only like the tutorial and then a mission and then another mission, and you were then thrust at the end of that. You time traveled, you were thrust into the future, into the 25th century, and you are pretty much at that point just like any other 2409 Federation Starfleet faction character. There is no difference. So even though I had logged into that character, Mirror Ricky, and tried to play the two new missions that I am going to show you today, the first mission and then the second mission with Rise of Discovery, what ended up happening was there was no difference. I went ahead and recorded a playthrough of it and decided, you know what? There's no point in me showing you the playthrough of the two new missions, and the two new missions that I'm talking about, which we're going to play today, is the Plausibility of the Possible and the Impossibility of Reason. I'm going to make one video on this and then the second video on Impossibility of Reason. The reason why it was pointless to show that playthrough on Mirror Ricky is because it played absolutely no different from the standard 2409 Starfleet Federation faction character. Okay? Because Mirror Ricky, even though Mirror Ricky is in the DSC Starfleet faction, even though I've got a character in that faction, because he has finished all of the Discovery missions and is in the 25th century, he's practically just like any other Federation faction character now. The missions were being played as a tactical simulation, just like the Starfleet Federation missions. So even though he is DSC Starfleet Faction, it was still a simulation for him playing those old missions. So there was no difference. I recorded it, but there was no difference in dialogue. There was no difference whatsoever. It was only just like I was playing a simulation like I've done already on the previous two playthroughs I just did. So there was no point in showing that or doing that. The only way that I was going to possibly see something different or have any kind of different dialogue or playthrough with these two new missions was to create a brand new DSC Starfleet faction character and play the missions at the beginning of that faction's mission journal. That's the only way they would be different. So that's exactly what I've done. This is my character, Disco. I should have named her Disco Girl. Opportunity missed there. She is a brand new character I just created. I went through the tutorial. Actually, I skipped the tutorial, I should say, on her. But I am just after the point of the tutorial. So no missions have been played, just the tutorial. And so as you can see, I am a Lieutenant level 2. Yeah, I'm level 2, okay? So this is as low level as you can get here, pretty much. I am level 2. That means Mark II level gear. And that's all that I have. So she pretty much has nothing on her. This is right here at the Academy. You don't get a lot of equipment to start with. I got as much as I could. I used some C-store items that I have access to, you know, that you can get when you are a veteran or lifetime player to add some things to an early character build. But even that is not a lot. So I really don't have a lot on this character. She is so basic. Let me show you what she's got real quick. So I was able, oddly, to grab from the dilithium store my Terran Gorilla combat armor. And I guess that's an unlock because of the featured TFO series stuff we just finished. I was able to grab it. It's better than the chromodynamic armor, which I also have available in the Z store. But it's actually better than that. So I am rocking a pretty good combat armor here, which has an ability down here I'll be able to use called Destined for More. So I've got that going, but I only have a standard personal shield. Not even Mark 1, not even Mark 2. A standard shield, and I don't think I can upgrade it. There's no upgrade option on it. Can't do nothing with this. Okay? So, pretty basic. I have no kit frame. None whatsoever. I got one kit module, and that's Chronoton Mind Barrier. So, literally, I've got, like, no kit modules, and I wish I at least had some kind of more kit modules. But I don't. I got nothing. Very basic. Now, as for my weapons, I was able to reclaim my Discovery starter pack thing, or whatever I got that I bought. And so I have the Phaser Sniper Rifle at rare quality, and it's auto leveling, so it levels with you. And I also have a Phaser Stun Pistol. That's all I got. I was also able to claim my Furiodon, which is another TFO featured unlock thing. So I got my Furiodon, which can help me on ground. Since I don't have kit modules, I at least have my Furiodon, who is an attack combat pet. And I do have my Acid Horda, which is also an attack combat pet. So at least I got a couple of attack combat pets there. But yeah, no kit module, so yeah, that's going to be crazy. As for my bridge officers, they're very basic too. I just took what the game started with. You've got like cadet level bridge officers right now, standard, not even Mark 1, body armor shield on all of them, and then like a Mark 1 weapon, pretty much. And that's what they got. Now, as for my ship, I was able to do just a little bit more. I was able to go ahead and grab the prototype light exploration cruiser. This is that Walker class scaling starship. So I can't claim a tier 6 starship yet. It would not let me claim a tier 6 starship because those are supposed to be scaling now, but for some reason you have to finish up to like a certain mission on the DSC Starfleet Faction before you can get those. But I was able to go to the tier 1 starships and claim the prototype light exploration cruiser, which I have because I bought the whole Discovery pack. Okay, that is the Walker class ship. It's better than the Malachowski ship that you start with, and it is a scaling ship. It scales with you, and it has a lot more weapon slots than the Malachowski had. The Malachowski only had 2 forward weapon slots. On this thing, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 in the aft. So I've got a much better weapon ability with this ship. Also, I put the best consoles or whatever I had on here. So I've got that, and I got 1 phaser relay. I've got Mark 1 beam array phasers and prototype torpedo. So very basic stuff. I got 1 RCS. I do have space for more engineering consoles, but I don't have any more. So that's all I got. But another couple of things that will help me in space is I was also able to grab the Beacon of Kalis. So, yeah, that was another featured TFO reward I was able to grab. So I'll have some backup if I need it. which I probably will because I don't have a lot of anything else. And then I was also able to grab the new Pryor's World Elite Defense Satellite. Again, a featured TFO series reward. And I was able to grab that. So I will be able to launch the Pryor's World Elite Defense Satellite and have that help me too. So that'll make up for some of the losses I have on the ship. But I am not extremely happy with how weak I am on the ground. I wish I had more engineering consoles. Kit modules, I should say. Anyway, that's my character. Very basic. Right out of the tutorial. Here we are. And the reason why we're here now is to play the 2 new missions. So let's get this on. You will notice in the mission journal for the DSC Starfleet Faction, Age of Discovery is the first set of missions you come across, and before the 2 new missions that are out now with Rise of Discovery, you only had Secrets and Downfall. And then it was Downfall where you were then, after that, thrust into the 25th century. You time traveled. So it was only 2 missions long, but now it's 4 missions long. We've got the Plausibility of the Possible, the Impossibility of Reason, then Secrets, then Downfall. It now feels a little more complete. Alright, it's still not complete. Get this straight. It is still not complete. 4 missions does not make a faction. Okay? That's not enough to make a faction. But it's at least better than the 2 we had before. Now they've doubled it. They've at least doubled it. But really, you know they need to quadruple it. We need like 10 to 15 missions, you know, to really make it feel like a faction. Anyway, I digress. You see that the first mission you come to now in the storyline on the DSC faction is actually the Plausibility of the Possible. This is now the first mission. Secrets is no longer the first mission. Now the first mission is this new mission we have. So, now that I'm actually in the right era, I'm in the Discovery era, let's play these 2 new missions and see if there's any difference to my previous 2 playthroughs that I did. Okay? Let's check this out. The Plausibility of the Possible. Assist at the front lines of the Federation Klingon War at Pryor's World.
Our victory at Pryor's World was hard fought, and we took a thrashing in the process. We've gained some momentum from this win, but our position at Pryor's could become tenuous if the Klingon should return for a rematch. Captain Gabriel Lorca of the USS Baran is on station at Pryor's World, and he's requested assistance while they handle mop-up operations there. I believe you and your crew are ready for action, yes? Lorca is a fine captain, tough but fair, with years of experience in the field. Follow his lead and you'll do well. Report to him at Pryor's World for further instructions.
Already.
Kensington out.
Already different dialogue here because we're in the era now. It recognizes this is like our first match. We're going to meet Lorca. This is great. We got some Mark II gear.
I have a mission for you.
So let's beam up to sector space and we'll fly there manually. So this is exciting now, being actually in the era that these missions are meant to be played in rather than playing it as a simulation. And here's Pryor's World way down here on the map. Probably going to be flying very slow. Yeah, you can see here I've still got like tutorial stuff going on. Oh yeah, this is going to take us ages. Holy crap. The days of Slipstream. I do not have them right now. I'm doing Warp 5, guys. Warp 5. Like literally in XO1 level speeds here. Well, this is going to take a while to get there. I don't know if I... No, see, I can't transwarp. Because... Oh, maybe I can. I thought I needed energy credit for that. Let's try to transwarp. Okay, we're going to be able to. Good. Because I just don't want to sit there and wait. It's going to take a long time to fly there. Okay, here we are at Pryor's World. So let's do this now as a DSC Starfleet Faction character in the era. Oh, on my ship, here you can see the abilities I've got. Here's the Beacon of Kalis. Here's that satellite I can launch. cruiser command abilities, pretty basic stuff. Cyclical polarity modulator, that's the unique console that comes with this ship. Otherwise, pretty basic stuff. I was not able to customize my powers, so I got just what it gave me by default. Let's go. Now entering the Prior system. We picked up extra supplies at the last starbase for delivery here. The Shinano and Cicada are expecting us. We should probably deliver supplies at the Shinano first. She's closer. So far, that's the same.
This is the USS Cicada. Switch to frequency 228.7 to adjust for ion storm interference.
Slow. I am flying.
This is the Shinano. Advise keeping shields up. Cloaked Klingon vessels are still testing our defenses.
This is gonna get hard. This is gonna be hard to get used to, folks. After flying the last 2 missions with the Tier 6 in-game ship, and now I've got this slow-moving ship at level 2. And no skill, by the way. Look at this. No skill. I have no points to put in anything in skill. So this is going to be rough, okay? This is going to be rough. I am playing in normal difficulty, but this is going to be rough still. Come on, baby. You can move.
Let's do this quickly. Don't want our shields down for long.
Look at that. I'm at full impulse here.
Thanks. Our supplies were low after retaking Prior's world. One more assault and we would have been at critical levels in several key resources. I expect the Cicada is waiting for supplies too. I hope you have what they need.
We have a bunch of hardware for them. We're heading to them now. Now, if I see that dialogue is the same, I may skip it or move through a little bit faster just to keep the mission moving through very fast. I've already played this mission now several times, so I know what to expect, so I'm going to possibly move through it a little more quicker now. But I am going to focus on the new dialogue.
Lowering shields now. We are ready to receive supplies. Engineering has confirmed that all expected hardware has been delivered. Thank you. We shall begin
Rendezvous with the
repairs at
Baran. Okay. All that was the same, so just moving through it. Let's get to the Baran.
This is Commander Ellen Landry of the USS Baran. Welcome to Prior's world.
Where's Captain Lorca?
The captain has requested that you transport over to the Baran to speak in person. Truth be told, we're not certain our hailing frequencies are completely secure. It's a long story. Let's just say the Klingons had a few tricks up their sleeve during battle.
Understood. Okay. Since I know we're going to be going into battle here, let me... I don't know. Let's just take those two, I guess. It's fine, whatever. I don't know my bridge officers. I haven't met them yet. Literally, I have not met them yet.
Nice to finally meet you face to face. I'm Captain Gabriel Lorca. Welcome to the Baran. This is my first officer, Commander Ellen Landry.
Sorry to hear about Captain Schaefer. He was one of our best.
Agreed. A damn fine captain. Though from what we've heard about what happened at Corvan, his ship's in good hands. And my somewhat tardy Chief of Security, Amna Patel.
Apologies, Captain. Welcome aboard. We appreciate the assistance.
Engineering's this way, if you'll follow me.
Well, so far, everything's the same. Haven't seen any differences yet, except for that
What took you so long?
Communication.
You try booking a reception hall during prime wedding season. I'm lucky to be alive.
My warrior. Braver than 100 Klingons.
Kapla!
We better catch up.
Before the captain throws us in the brig with the Klingons.
All very good so far. Head to main engineering.
We've been mopping up here after our scrap with the Klingons.
The Klingons did not surrender Prior's world lightly.
Cleaning up the planet-based missile launchers was satisfying. The Baran is currently holding some Klingon prisoners of war.
Prisoners we plan to deliver to a secure location before we ran into a snag. Lieutenant Kerwin.
Welcome aboard.
I
Thanks
have
for
someone
lending
I'd
us
like
a
you to
hand.
meet.
Mind taking a look at something here? I'm analyzing some issues with the Baran's critical systems, and a fresh perspective might shed some light.
What's happening?
Somehow the Klingons infected our computer systems with a particularly nasty virus during the battle. Another House Mokai trick by the looks of it. It's in several key systems, sensors, shields, weapons. Right now, we can't rely on any of those remaining at operational status. If they come back for a rematch, we could wind up blind and defenseless.
Alright, so I'm engineering now instead of science last time, so let's do the engineering thing.
Excellent. We collected a lot of sensor data on their cloaking operations during the fight. It could give us an edge in future battles, but that's only if we have reliable sensors, which we currently do not. Hopefully, that's about to change.
Let's see what we're dealing with. Scrub sensors.
Okay, looks like the virus is out of the sensors. Let's turn them on.
And a mini game here.
Wait, what? The virus came back when the sensors came up. Let's try again.
Now I know the Klingons are going to give us a party here, so let's set some mines for them.
What the? We just lost port deflectors!
Bridge to Captain. Klingon vessels decloaking.
Lorca to bridge. I'm on my way.
Captain, internal sensors show multiple Klingon transporter signals in your vicinity.
All hands, repel boarders.
Ah, yeah, that got him.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Nice. That worked. Okay, let's talk to Lorca.
Lorca to bridge. We need those shields back. Do what you can to keep our port side away from the Klingons. Kerwin, I want you to head up there and give them a hand with the shields.
Are we staying in engineering?
No, I think it's time we went on the offensive. Landry, Patel, lead the way.
Chief, get us to the armory.
On it.
Meant to target that Klingon, but okay. Yeah, this weapon's not too bad. It's better than the what they give you at the beginning. A little bit better, just a tad bit better. I forgot we also get a weapon in this one too, don't we? Yeah, right here now. Wonder how it compares.
Captain to sickbay. We have wounded on deck 17.
We're on our way,
Take
Captain.
one of these phaser rifles. We just finished modifications on them from data we gathered during the Prior's World fighting. The Klingons are in for a little surprise.
Yeah, let's get this and let's compare
Bridge to
it
Captain.
to what I have.
The Klingons hit the brig and released their buddies. Looks like they're heading toward the shuttle bay. They're gonna make a break for it, sir.
It looks like it's like very rare.
Lorca to bridge. Acknowledged. We're en route. Tepev, Landry, Patel, take the lead. Everyone else, you're with me. Let's move.
Hold on one second. Let me compare this weapon. Oh yeah, this is better than what I got, isn't it? It's Mark II Ultra Rare, actually. 68 DPS. Heck yes. Take that. That is actually a lot better than what I got. Okay. Cool. It doesn't have the firing pattern I like exactly, but that's okay. It is still better than what I was using. Excellent, yeah. Yep, I will keep this weapon. Cutscene. I'll never get enough of that. That's great.
Ellen! Ellen! Can you hear me? Ellen!
Cover me. Patel, give me a hand with this.
There's no time. Captain, you need to go.
That's not how we... Operate, Commander. We... Don't leave people behind.
I love the
It's
sound
clear.
effect
Help her.
they put on his voice when he's dying there.
Thought I lost you there.
Fortunately, the captain had other ideas.
Nice shot back there. Glad you had our backs.
We need to move. Can you stand?
No, I'll manage. It's not as bad as it looks.
Okay, let's take him out. I got no long-range kit
Bridge to
modules.
Captain.
I have
Shuttle
the
bay access is locked, and the hangar
I
doors are
have the
starting to open.
mines. The mines
That
are
damned
not long
Klingon
range.
virus again.
Bridge, this is the captain. Prepare the tractor beam, in case we fail.
The mines are pretty much only useful for close quarters. Not very useful for long distance. But this is not a bad weapon, so I'm actually doing a pretty good amount of damage here. I can see that if you are starting a new DSC faction character, this would definitely be a much better weapon to that you get here in the first mission. So playing subsequent missions under this rank.
Damn,
would be
it's
very
even
good.
in the door systems. I'll handle this. Bam! Got it!
So it's a good reward. I'm going to bring out my Furiodon. Did I bring it out? I hit the button. Where'd it go?
to the track. We are preparing to depart the barrage.
Does it not work here?
for our arrival.
Darn it.
Not today. Not on my ship.
Sometimes
Change
that
of
happens.
plans. Kill the captain.
Yeah,
then
it did not.
we leave.
It did not do anything.
You'll have to get through me first.
That really sucks. I guess I'm gonna set up that. Yeah, that doesn't really work long distance. Sometimes combat pets will not work on early missions like this if you're low level or something, or a different faction. I think it's really kind of a faction thing. So I guess they don't work in the discovery missions. That sucks. Can I get my Horta out?
Lorca
Hold
to
on a
bridge.
second.
The prisoners are secure. Give me a status report.
See if I can get the
Sir,
Horta.
the Klingon vessels just went under cloak.
No.
They'll be back.
Darn it.
Count on it.
I was really looking to the Furiodon doing some damage.
We need to get the Klingon prisoners secured. Unfortunately, our holding facilities here are compromised. Under the circumstances, I think we'll need to transfer the prisoners to your ship.
Yeah, the name of my ship is Rise of Disco. The Rise of Disco is ready to assist you.
I think you'll agree we can't risk dropping our shields to use the transporters. You'll have to take a shuttle. It's a little old-fashioned, but if the Klingons are here to rescue their people, they won't risk firing on you. Your ship, on the other hand, will be a target. Be ready for anything.
We'll be ready.
All right, these Klingons wanted to ride in a shuttle. Load them up.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed I can't use my Furiodon or my Horta. Darn it. I'll try it again a little bit later or in the next mission, but I may not be able to use them. So far, no changes.
My team will handle the prison transfer to your vessel. I'll have our security chief contact yours to sort out the details.
Very well.
Excellent. Are you ready to finish boarding procedures and head out?
Let's go. This will be interesting. Space battle on this ship.
Good. You made it. Afraid I have some bad news. We're picking up some photon decay heading our way. My people believe it's coming from cloaked Klingon vessels, and I'm inclined to agree. Get ready for a fight.
Okay, here we go.
All ships, decloak and renew the attack. Warning, ship is under attack.
I have no, nothing. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I had,
This is the Shinano. We are under heavy fire and need
yes,
assistance.
where's my fire at will? I thought I had fire at will.
Warning, ship is
Baran
under
to
attack.
Cicada. Move to support the Shinano.
I can't put fire at... Oh.
Acknowledge, Baran. Maneuvering to support position.
She's not upgraded high enough to have it.
You fight
That's
well,
why I
Storm.
don't have it.
The wreck of your vessel will make a fine memorial.
Okay.
Warning,
Well, I
ship
can't
is
have
under
fire
attack.
at will.
The Klingons are trying to split us
Target's
up!
shields have failed.
Like wolves trying to break up a herd of buffalo.
But I guess because I'm low level, they're really not
All
doing
ships,
a ton of
circle the
damage.
wagons. Watch out for each other, and we'll get through this.
So I guess it's okay. I think I'll be fine. I was worried, but
Good stuff.
guess I don't need to be.
The harder you fight, the greater my
This
glory.
Walker class is really nice. I'll go ahead and do the satellite anyway. Pop the satellite right here. Yeah, there we go. Cannot move very fast.
Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, that satellite actually really helped me. Finally, a good use of that satellite. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm just moving so slow. It takes so long to turn.
Nice work, Captain. Looks like the Klingons aren't finished with us at Pryor's World. Glad you were in the neighborhood. Things could have gone pear-shaped if you weren't.
I'll pass that along to Starfleet Command.
I'm sure that'll look good in your after-action report. Might put a little dent in my sterling reputation, but I'll manage. That said, we're not out of the woods just yet. I'll let my first officer fill you in on the details.
Understood.
This is Landry. As you've seen, the Baran is needed here at Pryor's World. And her brig is no longer secure. I'm afraid your ship is going to have to facilitate this prison transfer.
Okay, what's the destination?
The destination is classified, I'm afraid. I have the coordinates in a secure device, which, with your permission, I'll bring aboard with my team.
Somewhat irregular, Commander.
I don't disagree, Captain, but we're at war. Things have a tendency to get irregular in situations like this. Some of our prisoners are high-ranking members of the House Mokai. The secrets they know are important to the Klingons, even more so to Starfleet. We need to get them into a high-security facility as soon as we can.
Understood.
I'd like to send Commander Landry and a team with you to assist on this. Call it a joint effort. But it's still your ship and your command. Agreed?
All right, we'll make it happen.
And one last thing. Landry's on loan. She's a damn fine officer and one of a kind. I do expect her back intact as soon as you're done, Captain. The shuttle, on the other hand, you can keep. We got plenty of those.
Okay.
My
What
team
for
is
the
on board,
Mandel
Captain.
system?
With your permission, I'll take the helm for this trip. I know the way, after all.
Take us out. Okay, so far so good. Exactly the same as the Starfleet Federation faction, but I guess since it's a tactical simulation, it would be.
We've arrived at the coordinates, Captain. We're being hailed.
Your presence in this system is unexpected. Transmit secure clearance codes now. Awaiting transfer of codes. I should
That he did, Captain. Shall I transmit the
Send it.
security Transmitting initial sequence now. Lieutenant Kerwin, begin beta security code transmission on my mark.
I see they
Mark.
like their security protocols.
Very much so, Captain. Possibly more than they enjoy oxygen and comfortable socks.
You're cleared for approach. Proceed to the following.
Okay. Yeah, other than the initial dialogue to start the mission, and I'm assuming the after dialogue at the end of the mission, I guess it pretty much would play out the same, wouldn't it? I mean, wouldn't really be different. That would not make a lot of sense. But I still wanted to see what it's like on the DSC Starfleet Faction anyway.
A word, if you please. It's about Warden Vosker.
I'm going to move through this kind of quickly.
I've served. Serving here allows Vosker to use methods and practices that would not.
I'm just
There are
looking-
those in
I'm looking
Starfleet
for
who are more
changes, but-
focused. My team has the prisoners prepped for transfer.
I don't see any, so let's go. And this next bit of dialogue, probably going to move through pretty quickly on it too. I'll look for changes, otherwise I'm just going to click next and move through it. We've already read it all and seen it all before. If you want to see it, watch my first 2 playthroughs.
Welcome to Facility 2047. I'm Hadrian Vosker.
Computer, update the log to finalize the transfer of prisoners to this facility.
Thank you.
Well, not long enough.
As in, according to Starfleet
Are you finished? Look, the Federation is...
Yeah, why don't you show us everything you do here, Ward?
Wonderful.
Yeah, all that seemed the same, so I just moved through that.
Johnson, give me a status report.
Wrapping it up now, sir. Medical scans and contraband search all came back in the green.
Let's see if I can get the Furiodon out here.
Warden, there's increased comms from the Starfleet vessel stationed at Pryor's World. It sounds like there's another fight with the Kling... I'm not sure. Sorry, the signal's garbed.
We have our orders, and no distress signal is being sent. That being said, I feel
Fine. In the meantime, we have a job to do here. Johnson, got a nice cell waiting for you.
Oh well.
Okay.
No combat pets, I guess. That was gonna be fun.
I'm not sure leaving the prisoners here with
having
him
my
is
dinosaur
wise,
running
Commander.
around shooting lasers at everybody. That was gonna be a lot of fun.
What are you hens clucking about back there?
Oh well.
just wondering what you have in mind for our prisoners, Hadrian.
Let me in, let me in, let me in.
Nothing the Admiralty hasn't authorized before.
Let me in. I want to let me in. Did I break the game? Don't tell me I broke the game. Where is the dude, the guy? What is... I think I broke the game. Either that or it's a bug. Where'd the warden go? Man, he stayed on... He did... What a dumb AI. Gotta run behind him so he'll get there. Otherwise he stops. It's dumb.
Johnson here. Operation reports a malfunction in primary systems and recommends a reboot.
Johnson, contact engineering. And keep an eye on things until I'm finished. Oscar to engineering. The bridge to isolation is acting up. Fix it. Now. Finally. Now deal with these
Understood, sir. Wait. What the... Sir, the primary deflector grid just went offline. Look out! Klingons!
Johnson, initiate full lockdown. And get those shields back up, now! Johnson? Come in, Johnson. Damn, we've lost comms.
They're coming for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think I am ready.
All right, let's get this over with.
Tuk-tuk.
Nice. Same to you, Haribach. Come on, stupid piece of work, damn it.
Problem, Hadrian?
I can't get the bridge to extend. We need to think of an alternative.
That didn't sound good. We need to get out of here, right now!
Just hanging in there.
Let me
How
help
you
you!
doing?
Hurry!
We don't have time for this. Let him fall. He's just a Klingon.
We are Starfleet! Since you've obviously forgotten, that is not how we operate.
Whatever. Let's get moving.
Ratibach.
Mm-hmm. Talk to the warden.
I don't have time for this. If we can't put the prisoner in one of these cells, we'll have to take him back to processing. It's not ideal, but it'll do till we get things under control.
Okay, back to where we came.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Return to prisoner processing. Is everybody with me? Come on, Warden. Gotta wait for you and your prisoner that you left behind back there by himself, not watching him. Good job.
Let's stow this guy quickly.
Relax. His new home's right over here. And he's gonna be here a very long time.
And he's taking a nap.
I believe you have something that belongs to me. A car will be leaving with me.
He's not going anywhere, lady. I'm gonna...
And he's gone.
Ha! You were saying, if only you had shields to block our transporters. Our paths cross once again. If only I had the time to end you. Like I ended your captain.
You two know each other?
Try to die well. Ketris, surely true.
Wonderful.
Okay, now we gotta defend the place. I wish I had more kit modules to
Cover
do
me
that with.
while I get the shields back online.
Crap,
Enemy
they
targets on
moved up
sensors.
on me there.
Kerwin, help him while we hold them off.
Losing power.
They are all bunching
Yes,
up on
Commander.
me.
I can't get this done if they keep shooting me.
What did they go in there for? Really? They're in here? Why are they in here?
Damn it! Get over here and cover me!
Actually, these mines aren't too bad, are they? It does serve a purpose.
Son of a... Ah, those disruptors hurt. Do your jobs, idiots!
Well, I am. No Furiodon, no Furiodon.
Damn it! Get over here and cover me!
Oh, he's ready.
I'd hold off on any celebrations. Long-range sensors are picking up a Klingon battle group, approaching at high warp. Without the turrets, they'll eventually knock our shields down and finish us off for good. Shit, it's only a matter of time.
Lieutenant Kerwin can get those turrets back online. We just need to buy him enough time to get the job done.
I mean, this isn't time for heroics. One ship against a Klingon fleet? That's suicide, and you know it. Face it, we're done here. Let's get essential personnel to your ship and get...
Captain, the turret grid just came back online. Wait, oh no. That's bad. The turrets are...
It's just like what happened at Pryor's World. They turned our own defense grid against us, and
How did a Klingon virus get into our system? The Klingons didn't even know about this place
Prisoner on board.
Of course.
Gonna put it all together now.
Bastards.
Genetic
It's a
sequencing
genetic
virus.
sequencing virus. We did. Fortunately, or your ship would be dealing with the virus too. Somehow they've managed to maybe.
Good work. Okay, now we're gonna beam up and do that. Return to the shuttlecraft. Time to finish this off in space. Take the shuttlecraft back to your ship.
Son of a... I can't believe he got away. After all that...
You shouldn't beat yourself up for doing the right thing here. Besides, if we get him and Ja'ula, we can just...
Okay.
All right. You win.
Yep. Let's go. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, there is no Scotty.
Ja'ula to Tavip attach. We have what we need. Leave the prison for the rest. Lay to ship. People jump.
Captain, one of the Klingon vessels is hailing us.
Let's see what they want on screen.
Starfleet vessel. You are outnumbered and unable to flee. If you wish your crew to survive, stand down and prepare to be boarded. Refuse, and we will give you all an honorable death.
Request denied.
A warrior's death, then. Good. I wouldn't have it any other way. Perhaps we will meet face to face in glorious combat when I board your vessel to take it as my prize.
That'll be the day. Red alert. Okay, let's do this. Hopefully.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Just not going to be able to maneuver very fast.
Target's shields
And
have
yes,
failed.
I know I have strategic maneuvering. I'm aware of it. But right now, I want the weapon power and stuff. So, yep.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed. 4 shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
Yes, we did it! The defense satellites are back on our side.
Target's shields have failed.
We've lost the advantage here. All ships, withdraw at once.
No withdrawing for you. I'm going to take you out anyway. It's my
Target's
revenge
shields
now.
have failed.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's my revenge. Hey, that went pretty well, actually.
Good news, Captain. Latest sensor reports show all Klingon vessels are either destroyed or retreating. I think we did it.
Patch me through to Kerwin.
Kerwin here. Captain, all systems are clear over here. Not reading any Klingon ships on sensors either. Did we do it?
We did it, Lieutenant, but we couldn't have done it without you.
Captain, if it's all the same to you, I recommend we retrieve Lieutenant Kerwin and return to the Baran immediately. We haven't seen the last of Ja'ula and her forces, and there is a nasty digital virus still running wild in the Baran systems. Seeing as we have the solution to that little problem, I think it's high time we delivered it to Captain Lorca.
Laying a course. So that's pretty much that mission. All right, let's turn this in, and then we'll talk about it here on this faction. Because that's the end of that one. The plausibility of the possible.
Sounds like the Klingons are making another push in that sector. Securing Prior's world is of the utmost importance, so I want you to render assistance to the Baran as soon as possible. I'm sending other vessels in the region to join the effort, but until they arrive, the burden will fall on your shoulders alone.
Okay.
Good luck and Godspeed.
So we need
Kensington out.
Help at Prior's world. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what we take here. Let's do that.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Now I'm Lieutenant 3. Lieutenant 3. Good old 3. Do I have any skill points yet? No, I still don't have skill points. But I am Lieutenant 3. Let me see if there's anything I can add. I don't want to use that armor because I like what I got. So, pretty much nothing. Okay. Alright, so that was the plausibility of the possible. Hard to remember what they name these things. The plausibility of the possible. Playing it now here on the DSC Starfleet Faction. I don't really know what I was expecting, to be honest. I figured that maybe there would be some different dialogue, considering the fact that I'm actually in the correct era on the right faction playing the mission, but I guess there wasn't. The only different dialogue was the intro dialogue for the mission, and then the outro dialogue. Otherwise, the mission played out 100% the same as it did on the 2409 Federation faction faction. So, no difference whatsoever. No difference whatsoever. The only really difference is the fact that it's now the first mission on the DSC Starfleet faction rather than secrets. They've moved it up. They moved secrets down, and they put these 2 new missions above that in the mission journal. So that's pretty much the only difference, is now Age of Discovery in the DSC faction has more missions, which is nice because it needs more missions. Otherwise, pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. I also want to mention that I've already played this on a Klingon faction character, KDF, and I've also played this on a Romulan faction character. And these 2 new missions also play exactly the same on those factions as well. The intro and outro dialogue is a little bit different because it's your KDF or Romulan contact saying that the Alliance wants to run a tactical simulation. Other than that, the dialogue is and the mission and everything is the same. So again, on those 2 factions also, the mission's the same. So that's pretty much that on this one here. I'm going to go ahead and play the next mission anyway, because just to double check. So I will do the Impossibility of Reason next. Otherwise, yeah, this mission was the same, and now you can see what that's like here on the DSC Starfleet faction. And even with a low-level ship and character and everything, you should still do pretty well. Because it's low-level, everything scales with you, so that's pretty good. One more thing, I also got an answer as to what Lorca is what. Pretty much in this mission we just played, this is the normal R-Universe, Prime Universe Lorca. But then in the second mission, that's Mirror Lorca. The switch, technically, I think happens when the ship explodes. In the original, not original, but normally he would have died when the warp core blew. But the Mirror Lorca used that opportunity to kill the real Lorca and take his place. So Mirror Lorca is the second mission, and Prime Lorca is this mission. Pretty interesting. But if you listen carefully to everything and follow the story, that kind of makes sense. Okay. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that playthrough there on the DSC Starfleet faction. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.